Welcome to Shelf Warmers. I'm Sam.
And I'm Andrew.
This is the podcast.
I think we should take it from the top. I was working at first, but then it wasn't even too long.
Welcome to Shelf Warmers. I'm Sam.
And I'm Andrew.
This is the podcast where we watch and discuss movies from roughly 2012 to 2020, also known as the pump and dump period of Hollywood. Not exactly a golden age, but definitely a time of high fertility for Tinseltown.
So fertile, in fact, that we didn't see many of the movies produced. So if they're good, they're bad, or just meh, we're going to cover it all. If it's been sitting on the shelf, well, Sam, it's time to take it down.
Get down off that shelf. Movie from the past.
It's your time in the spotlight. I hope you guys enjoyed that alternative reading on our intro today.
Yeah, I think this is our 12th episode?
12th episode.
11th? 12th.
So you gotta change it up sometimes. You gotta keep it fresh. But people who are listening for the first time, we don't sound like that every episode.
Yeah, we
should we give them?
We're basically just starting our podcast, and we're already bored of the intro.
Should we give them like a different take on it again?
Sure.
All right. This is intro number 2 for everybody at home.
Welcome to Shelf Warmers. I'm Sam.
And I'm Andrew Alexander.
This is the podcast where we watch and discuss movies from roughly 2012 to 2020, also known as the pump and dump period of Hollywood. Not exactly a golden age, but definitely a time of high fertility for Tinseltown.
So fertile, in fact, that we didn't see many other movies produced. So good or bad or meh, or we're going to cover it all. If it's been sitting on the shelf, well, it's time to train your dragon.
Jay Baruchel, welcome. Jay Baruchel is not in today's film.
I do feel like he could be in today's film, though.
He could have been like the Scoot McNairy character.
Absolutely. He was going to be Maxwell Lord in George Miller's the canceled version of Justice League.
Is Maxwell Lord Pedro Pascal's character?
In Wonder Woman, yes. And also Sean Gunn's the character in Superman.
And Pedro Pascal is now in the MCU. But he was in Wonder Woman 1984.
Yeah.
How do you feel about these actors who do both?
I don't care.
Vers. But
I think they should take as many roles as they can. Everything's expensive and people are getting paid less and less, and no one's a movie star anymore. Just take as many things as you can.
what about Momoa trying to be Lobo?
At least trying to be Lobo. He is Lobo now.
He is?
Yeah, he has Cass. He's in Supergirl.
Yep. Today we're covering 2014's Nonstop, directed by... Oh, keep you on your toes.
Change it up.
Do you know who directed it?
I could pick out his name like a multiple choice thing, but I cannot I'll tell you it off the top of my head. He has a 3-part name.
It's 3 names. And I looked up how to pronounce it, and I forgot what the guy said on the YouTube video. Jaume Colette Serra.
Okay. He also directed Jungle Cruise and
Such hits as Jungle Cruise, Black Adam. The recent film Carry On. Did you see that?
The Netflix film starring Jason Bateman and Taron Egerton. I did not see it.
How similar is that to this movie?
I was thinking about that. I was like, he loves airports.
Okay.
He loves airports so much he made 2 movies about them.
Carry On. A mysterious traveler blackmails a young TSA agent into letting a dangerous package slip through security and onto a Christmas Eve flight.
So weirdly, a very similar kind of setup.
And we've got Taron Egerton and Bateman as the mysterious traveler.
And kind of similar, like casting choice for the villain. Like a weak guy who you think, he's not a threat. He's a weak little guy.
He's
Jason Bateman. It's Hollywood icon Jason Bateman.
He's a little fella.
Yeah.
But he's also worked with the star of today's film, Liam Neeson, several times. With Unknown, which was first. Then he does Nonstop. And then the next year they did Run All Night, which I also remember.
I like Run All Night.
with Common.
Yeah, with Common and Joel Kinnaman.
Harris.
Yeah.
Kinnaman. You know, Jaume Colette Serra does these action films with Neeson. He does The Shallows. This is his run. He does Nonstop, Run All Night the next year, The Shallows the following year, which I definitely saw.
What's The Shallows?
That's the Blake Lively shark movie.
Oh, sure.
Definitely saw that.
So that's not 47 Meters Down. Which I was thinking of.
And then the following 2 years after that, he does The Commuter with Liam Neeson. And then that's his last film with Neeson. Then he does Jungle Cruise, Black Adam, Carry On. And this year he did that movie, The Woman in the Yard, which you probably recognize the poster.
Yeah, I was going to say, I remember that trailer because I remember somebody posted on Twitter like, oh, like, this looks cool. And I watched it in the theaters and I was like, this is what they were saying.
Oh, you watched the movie?
No.
The trailer.
I saw the trailer in theaters. Sorry. I did not see it in theaters, but it was one of those things where I was like, people online were hyping up a little bit. And I was like, this is what the fuck they were talking about.
Yeah.
How do you think somebody like him, like gets to be, like the go-to guy for some of these actors? Clearly he's had a few now.
I guess he's a chill guy, if I had to guess.
He's probably pretty malleable too.
Yeah, he's like a studio hand
kind
of guy.
He can handle like an ego, and he can make a decent movie and deal with like the big egos of stars and deal with a big budget and stuff like that. And he'll have a polished little.
Did you see either Jungle Cruise or Black Adam? These are two post-COVID.
I saw both.
You saw both?
Yeah, I saw both.
Sick fuck.
My dad and I saw the Jungle Cruise together because he really likes to ride in Disney, and it was COVID.
What do you mean?
It's a really fun ride.
I feel like your dad always has these takes. Like, I feel really passionately about the Jungle Cruise ride, so I'll go see Jungle Cruise the movie.
Yeah, and we went with I think my little brothers too, and we all it's fine. It has like two.
It's no African Queen, but
no, it has two really fun supporting performances from like some of our guys. Do you know who's in it?
No.
The Paul Giamatti.
Whoa.
And the villain of the whole thing is the Plemons.
Plemons is in Jungle Cruise?
He's the villain. He's playing like a rich like explorer. Like he's kind of doing his version of the villain from Indy, but I'm blanking right now on his name.
Wait, so
Belloc, yeah.
Is the movie's good?
No, I mean it's like fine. And then I remember the Paul Giamatti being very like big and sweaty, and like he looks crazy, and he like runs like a trading outpost or something.
Whoa.
He's like, "Oh, The Rock, you owe me money."
Maybe this is worth watching.
Probably not.
It looks. I guess it does. It looks like weird, cheap Indiana Jones.
Well, because it came out 2021, right?
21.
I might have seen this twice in theaters because there was literally nothing else playing in theaters, and I just wanted to go to the movies.
Yeah, they probably filmed it before COVID.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's funny that I don't remember a single thing that happens in that movie. I cannot accept that. Plemons probably has a little mustache, and I feel like Paul Giamatti might have like a glass eye or something like that.
Yeah.
Because I just remember those guys actually showing up for it.
Yeah. But Nonstop, produced by Joel Silver, Hollywood icon. You know Joel Silver?
Yes, of course. Silver Pictures, right?
Silver Pictures. He did Predator, Lethal Weapon, Die Hard. Big action guy. The film stars Liam Neeson and Julianne Moore. Julianne Moore, who I think elevates the film quite substantially.
Absolutely, and she's given a paper thin kind of thing to do.
Great mom role, almost, for her.
Great mom role. Sure.
She has the mom glasses in this.
Is it... would you say it's a better mom role in this or in Boogie Nights?
Probably Boogie Nights. Boogie Nights on the whole is this might surprise listeners. I think Boogie Nights is probably a lot better than
Really?
Stop.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sam, do you also know when this movie came out?
Well, 2014.
Yes. I did see it in theaters. It came out on February 28th, 2014.
I definitely saw this in the theaters.
Yeah, it was. I remember thinking of Liam Neeson as like one of like the cool guys.
He was big. I mean, he's one of those actors who has like multiple phases in his career.
Sure. Yeah, like I saw this in the same year as Taken 3. So that means I saw 2 Liam Neeson movies in one calendar year, which is like crazy to me because I don't think of him like that much. But I guess I was a big fan.
He works a lot.
He does work a lot.
At his IMDb, but he
Oh, also that really quick. Really nothing opened against this. So I don't have anything else for you to be like, oh, we saw that instead. There was literally no other movie open against this that like worth talking about.
Was this February?
Yeah. So, we still probably had some residual left over
from
January.
From the Oscars.
Yeah.
But I'm just looking at this now. This is just breaking news. He was also in the Lego movie this year.
I saw three Neeson movies. And I might have seen A Million Ways to Die in the West too. So I could have been 4 Neeson movies in one calendar year.
Did you ever see A Walk Among the Tombstones?
Ooh. How
about The Nut Job? These are heavy hitters.
I think I have a memory of my mom watching A Walk Among the Tombstones on the couch, on the very couch that we're sitting on right now.
Whoa,
I remember,
spooky.
Yeah, I remember seeing her watching it on like video on demand, but I never saw it myself. So only four Liam Neeson movies in one calendar year.
He's good in Lego Movie.
He's funny. He's not back for the second one.
I don't think I ever saw the second one.
Second one's good, but it's a shelf warmer.
Stay tuned for
Lego Month.
Lego Clutch Powers.
That Ninjago
shelf warmers.
We probably could do a Lego Month.
People would. I wouldn't want to do that.
No, I wouldn't either.
We're lucky if we even do Lego Movie.
Have you seen anything good recently? I've seen Lego Ninjago, Lego Clutch Power, Lego Clutch Towers.
I have a podcast and we cover shelf warmers, and
Lego actually has a lot of shelf warmers. If you didn't know that,
Lego is actually really good at making shelf warmers.
But you get it? Because like sometimes I build my Legos and I put them on my shelf.
When we're fully, creatively bankrupt, we'll circle back to the Lego shelf warmer.
Lego Month.
Lego Month.
I'm Will Arnett. I'm doing like could you host that Lego game show or whatever?
I watched the first season of that show.
Why? Why did you watch the first season of Lego Masters?
Lego Master Builders, hosted by Will Arnett. Because I loved like the baking shows where they like make cakes, and it's the same format. I'm sure the same crew shot it, but they build Legos.
It's just like, all right, guys, here's your test. Here's a loose bin of Legos. Build the Mona Lisa.
I mean, you're pretty close. It's like you have 12 hours to build whatever, or more than that, because Legos take a while, and they come back with some pretty incredible stuff. But it became like a thing where I was in the middle of watching it, and I was like, I'm actively wasting my time.
Sure.
Like sometimes I remember having this feeling a lot when I was a kid, like before you can drive, where you're at home. I have this theory that like when you're a kid, a lot of your time is just waiting around.
Sure.
And sitting.
Yeah.
And I would get this feeling, usually when I watch like reality TV, where I would get like this sinking feeling in my chest, and I'd be like, I'm actively wasting my time.
Sure. Yeah.
So I stopped watching The Master Builders, but I did watch a full last season.
Sorry, here's my last question on Master Builders.
Please.
Would he provide like a like a color commentary?
Of course, it was hilarious.
So he'd be like, all right, guys, it's time to brick it or stick it. Bateman, right? Bateman, right? Bateman, right? Bateman, right? Smartless.
I'm sure
Bateman,
I'm sure we've mentioned this before. We're not fans of Smartless.
It's the laziest
sellouts.
It's the laziest cash grab I've ever heard in my life. Each week now, I'm picking somebody who I hate. So last week it was John Bernthal. I decided I hate it for the day. Week before was Neil deGrasse Tyson. This week it's the whole Smartless gang.
Yeah. I remember they had Tom York and Johnny Greenwood on, and I was like so excited. I was like I don't even like. Do these guys even do interviews? And then half the episode is their ad reads.
There was truly,
and the other half is Bateman being like, I basically only listen to Radiohead and classical music, and I'm just like, fuck, that makes me never want to listen to Radiohead again, a band I love. Fuck you, Jason Bateman.
There was an episode recently where they had the RZA on, and it was clear that only Will knew who the RZA was really. And Sean would be like, "Oh my god, the RZA!" And like Sean like very clearly has no idea who the RZA is.
That's a gamble they take with Smartless. They never know who's gonna pop up on the Zoom screen.
Well, it's also probably a lot easier the first 100 episodes.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, you don't have like Mark Hamill anymore, so
we went through the whole cast of Arrested.
We even brought back Timbre. He's uncanceled.
But Nonstop, do you know what this movie's about?
Oh, I think I might have a little idea. Should I try?
Do you need a reminder?
Would
you want to? I have it written out, but if you want to,
would you like to give would you like to give me a reminder, or should I try to remember it from it when I watched it last night?
How about you try to remind the listeners, and I'll fill in the gaps.
Okay. Liam Neeson, he's an air marshal. In a world where I guess it's like a hot debate, like air marshals are like kind of like a...
they let anybody become an air marshal.
I don't think that's true, sir. And then the intro, like he's sitting in his car and like he's a drunk too. And he's in his car and they're like, these air marshals. I'm like, people are mad about the air marshals on like the news.
Yeah.
Like, what is this? So he's like a alcoholic, former beat cop, NYPD cop, who's now an air marshal. His daughter, she died of cancer. His wife dumped his ass. She dropped the zero and she went for a hero instead. And now he's an air marshal. He spends his days just flying, even though he hates flying. So he gets on a plane, and business as usual. Meets a cute redhead, Julianne Moore. Maybe his second chance at love. Who knows? But something's weird. He's getting weird text messages. Ping. And not the fun kind.
We all know there's fun messages.
They're scary messages.
They are.
They're really scary messages. They're like, hey, like someone's gonna die in 20 minutes. It's actually quite
blunt. It's someone will die in 20 minutes.
Unless you
and every 20 minutes after that, unless millions of dollars are
$150 million.
Yeah.
Which is a lot of money. And he has to figure out,
which is only half of the worldwide gross that this film made.
Really? $300 million? Nice.
Well, a little less.
Oh.
222.
222, nice.
Hell yeah.
That's actually a lot less, but
well, when you're splitting millions,
maybe in 2014, but not in 2025.
Yeah,
yeah, and he has to figure out on this huge commercial flight to London, who's trying to kill everybody. How'd I do?
Non-stop.
Man, the man is non-stop.
I've got a particular set of non-stop. Little Taken reference for you.
I have a very particular set of skills.
I realized in the research, well, first of all, your description was almost word for word what I had. Like alcoholic ex-NYPD, turned air marshal, international flight.
Finds the cute redhead.
Finds the killer. Yeah, so when I watched this movie in 2014, I wasn't really aware of this stacked cast. But in hindsight, this is a lucky film that we have in our
heavy hitters
on our shelf. As we mentioned, Julianne Moore as Jen Summers.
And for you sweaties, yes, she is playing the future child of
Scott
Summers and Jean Grey, and that's why she's a redhead in this movie. This is actually a prequel to X-Men, or a sequel to X-Men.
That makes perfect sense now.
It's not. Actually, don't believe me.
I realize now what I was trying to think of earlier. So Liam Neeson, his name in this film is Bill Marks.
Okay.
And at first I was like, Bill Marks, like that kind of sounds familiar.
It does sound familiar.
His character in Taken 1, 2, and 3 is Brian Mills. Bill Marks, Brian Mills.
It also sounds like Bill Maher, which is what I'm realizing too.
Imagine Bill Maher in this film. As the
does,
air marshal.
I think it does sound like Liam Neeson, like trying to say the name of Bill Maher. I play Bill Maher.
Bill Marks.
Bill Maher.
Bill Marks. Julianne Moore. Scoot McNairy.
Scoot.
As a squirrely little guy, who we find out later is
the villain
of the whole film. Michelle Dockery, who I watched this with my grandmother, as I do most of these shelf warmers. And apparently she plays the flight attendant, Nancy. Nancy. Liam Neeson gives some really good name readings.
He does.
In this film. But Michelle Dockery is from Downton Abbey.
Oh.
So my grandma was like, there's so-and-so from Downton Abbey.
I just saw the trailer for the third one in front of Eddington, I think, actually. Which also has now Paul Giamatti.
Paul Giamatti's in Eddington?
No, he's in
Downton Abbey 3?
He's in the third Downton Abbey.
Downton 3.
Downton 3.
Those movies make money. They must.
The Last Crusade.
If they make another one.
Yeah. But like
big shelf warmer, Corey Stoll. Lupita Nyong'o is in this film, kind of wasted as another, not wasted, but
she shit faced the whole movie.
She's kind of put to waste in this film, I think.
She's in Black Mass, Corey Stoll, which is why
coming up.
Confused.
But she also plays a flight attendant. I would imagine they filmed this kind of before she became Lupita Nyong'o.
Oh, absolutely, because they would have like 2 more scenes.
Yeah, she doesn't have a lot to do.
No, she's like maybe like the least used in the whole cast.
Corey Hawkins kind of similarly has a smaller role.
He's got a great career.
Yeah.
This was around the time, I guess, right before
Straight Outta Compton.
Straight Outta Compton, but also his unfinished arc on The Walking Dead.
Why was it unfinished?
He played the character of Heath, which was a larger character in the comics, but I think he got cast in that show right as he also cast Dr. Dre.
Mm-hmm.
So it was kind of like, do you want to star like in the biopic on NWA for Universal Pictures and be like number 2 on the call sheet, or be a reoccurring character for 3 seasons on The Walking Dead? And I think he was like, I'm dipping.
It's kind of a hard decision.
Yeah. Not. Oh wait, really?
I mean, The Walking Dead was a huge ass show.
Sure, but this was like season 4, so they only had like 2.5 more years of good
dead.
Yeah.
And one more person who we love.
Who I didn't realize was in this until the last shot, but I heard the voice.
I heard the voice and I was like, who is this voice? I know this voice in my heart.
I thought it was somebody, and Kirsty thought it was the same person.
It was one of those things that was like literally on the tip of my tongue the whole time. I couldn't figure it out.
I thought it was Holt McNally.
Oh. Yeah,
it sounds like
a
him.
Similar tone.
Yeah.
Turns out it's Shea Wiggum, and I shit you not, I almost started crying. Like I had such a visceral reaction. For some reason, I was sitting in a rocking chair in front of my couch, and my twin was sitting behind me, but I was kind of like blocking the screen in my rocking chair. But Shea Wiggum pops up, and I whip my head back, and we both say at the same time, "Shea, Shea!" And my heart started racing. Tears started welling up in my face. Also, because before we see Shea, it's kind of like the classic scene. This is basically Die Hard on a plane.
Yes, I was going to say.
So there's that scene where Liam Neeson's in the ambulance, and he's got like a blanket on him, and like for some reason, it kind of hit me where it's like his name kind of gets ruined in this film. His character
tarnished, dragged to the mud,
and by the end,
just like Superman.
Wow, bring it back. And he kind of gets redeemed at the end of the film, and it's like I bought into it. I was like, hell yeah, Mr. Air Marshal,
Mr. Bill Maher,
Mr. Bill Maher,
Mr. Bill Maher.
And then Shea Wiggum's on the phone. He's like, "Hey, you're all right, man. You're all right. You did good."
He was like, "This conversation never happened, but just know you have my full support." And I was like, that's a contradicting statement.
I was wondering why they didn't do the Die Hard thing of showing Shea Wiggum throughout the whole film, like they do with Carl from Family Matters.
It is strange, right? Because I guess they don't want to take you like out of the plane because we don't ever we don't ever they like just we don't ever have a moment where we leave the space of the plane. There's not that moment.
It must have been intentional, which I kind of like.
It makes you feel a little more claustrophobic. I will say the Shea just showed up in F1.
Yes.
And I did not recognize him. Like, I was looking at him, and I was like, this looks like Shea Wiggum, but something looks off.
I was very psyched. I turned to the guy I saw it with, and I was like, Shay! I'll yell at Shay to anyone who will listen.
He probably didn't care, right?
He didn't reciprocate the Shay enthusiasm. But, yeah, I mean, you can probably imagine how the movie goes. He's on the plane. How did you feel about the way this film visually shows texts?
I really liked it.
It was kind of cool.
Right?
And well, first of all, there's
there's
a constant ping, ding, ding, and then it pops up on screen as like a title card.
And he's texting so fast. He's such a fast texter.
Yeah.
But there's like a smoothness to the animation
with
the graphic that like is how it looks in real life, which I think weirdly, like in a weird way, a lot of movies don't do texting well for some reason. Like there's kind of like a stiffness like to the message that here kind of has like here it has the flowiness.
Yeah.
So that was just satisfying on a visual level. So congratulations to the whole VFX department for Nonstop.
Yeah.
You did it. You cracked texting.
Also, I found out in the research, like we said earlier, every 20 minutes, this is the text, every 20 minutes someone will die on the plane. Turns out the film is pretty accurate on that timetable.
Yeah?
Yeah. Every 20 minutes or so, someone does die right on time.
Well, so the first person who dies dies from the hand of Liam Neeson.
Yeah, I thought that was a really good little twist in the script where he's like watching on the monitors, like everyone's phones. Like he's watching everyone in their seats and he instills the help of Julianne Moore and the girl from Downton Abbey. And they're like, circle anyone you see on their phone. And they circle the guy, like one of the other air marshals that's on the plane with.
Played by.
Who is that guy?
Jim Caviezel.
Who's that?
Jesus Christ himself.
In what?
The Passion of the Christ.
Whoa.
And the guy from Sound of Freedom. He's like an alt-right, like huge nut now.
I don't think I knew that.
Yeah.
He's pretty good.
Oh yeah, he's good for his he's good for his little role.
But there's basically the first like action scene is he like traps him in the bathroom and he's like
finds out he's a dirty air marshal.
Yeah, he's a crooked air marshal, and Liam Neeson is forced to kill him. Breaks his fucking neck. Crazy.
Don't grab the gun. Don't do it. Don't do it. And he snaps his neck.
Brutal.
In the airplane bathroom.
But it's kind of cool because then, like, right after he breaks his neck, the timer goes off. And you're like, whoa, we're in a bigger game. Whoever's behind this knew that this would happen. And I was pretty hooked. Even though I had seen it before, I didn't remember the twists.
Yeah.
I was just like, oh, wow. Like, I was thoroughly entertained.
I thought I was smarter. I thought it was a dumb movie at first. So I was like, oh, so it's Julianne Moore.
Wow.
And it wants you to believe that a little bit.
Yeah, it tricks you. It's like, oh.
Like, is she bad this whole time? Nope.
Turns out she's...
Turns out it's the guy who looks like the incel.
Surprise, surprise.
It's Scoot. It's
Scootily doodly doot. Scootily doodly doot.
It's kind of interesting because Neeson's like, he's not like very like good in this.
Mm-mm.
But he's not bad. He's very much asleep at the wheel. Like he's been playing this now for 7 years, you know, since Taken. He can play this part with like one eye open.
And he does.
And like for the first like chunk, like at least until the action starts, he's like not making like choices. Like he's sitting there in scenes and like is completely blank.
And he's a little chunkier in this movie.
He's a little chunkier.
He's skinnier in The Naked Gun, which is coming out.
Yeah, he's also like 11
came
years
out.
older, which is kind of crazy to think about too.
Yeah.
He's
Still going.
Still going.
But now it's almost like The Naked Gun is like subverting what he's been doing,
Oh, sure.
which is cool.
Yeah. I really don't know who else his age would have been able to play that role now. I think Cruise could have done it.
Cruise. Well, Cruise's character in Tropic Thunder is based off Joel Silver, the producer
Oh,
of the film.
I don't know that.
Yeah, like the bigger guy, the beard,
Hollywood hotshot.
on the phone. Big producer guy.
Big producer.
But yeah, Neeson is...
How do you feel about Neeson?
I think this is like kind of his peak in this era, because he does a lot more after 2014, trickling into the end of the Showformer era. But I think this is kind of like when, like, you and I both went and saw this in the theater. Like, we were old enough. Yeah. It's PG-13, which I only realized after the fight with the guy in the bathroom. His phone gets cracked.
Yeah.
And when he texts after the phone crack, the text on the screen is also cracked, like the graphic.
Yeah.
And I guess he uses like the F word, and the fucking in the text was cracked. And I was like, what? Wait, what does it say? Like, I was
That's
like,
kind of smart,
it's
actually.
the F word. And then
it is a clever movie. Like, it uses his budget really well.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, it must be PG-13. Otherwise, why would you censor the F word in the text?
I realized that when they
you're fucking with the wrong guy, he texts him.
When they let's shoot Corey Stoll, and it almost looks like he doesn't get shot because there's like no blood, like a minimal like effect on the gun. And
he just throws his body back.
Yeah. And I was like, oh, did he get hit, or did it hit like a window? And then it's like, oh no, he got hit, I guess.
Yeah. What is
Hey, Marshall.
Oh, he's doing like he's also a former New York cop.
Yeah.
Stoll.
Yeah. Wait. So I did a breakdown for everybody. So Corey Stoll, he's one of the suspects. He's a New York cop, like you said. That's kind of actually his whole thing. The only thing about him.
It's kind of the classic movie thing where you meet
his brother's getting gay married.
Yeah, he's like, my fairy brother's marrying some guy with a British accent. And you're like, okay, man.
It's like, how would you say that? Like just not like an alien.
But it's almost like he's like, it seems like he actually loves his brother. And
he
supports his brother, but
yeah.
for some reason it has to be like, my fairy brother is marrying a guy with a British accent. Well, because he probably
says that to other cops in NYPD.
Yeah.
Oh, where you going, hotshot? Where you going? I'm flying to London. My fairy brother's marrying a guy with a British accent. Oh!
And Bill Marks is like, you don't have to put on some persona for me, boy.
My brother's gay too. But he married a New York gay.
He married a New York gay.
Yours is marrying a British gay. We are not so far apart.
And then it's funny because it's that thing in a movie where in the first 10 minutes, 10, 15 minutes, you kind of get a glimpse at all these people on the plane, kind of like Lost or, like I said, Die Hard, where you're kind of introduced to all the characters, and then this mystery kind of springs into action, and you kind of think, well, it could be anyone, which is, we've seen it before, but like in a movie like this where it's done well and it's unique that it's on the plane, yeah, I definitely bought into it.
Oh, sure, absolutely. I do think it could have started as soon as they were boarding.
Yeah, a little slow on the upturn.
He's just kind of like he's like just wandering around the saddest airport of all time.
And they do this weird thing, definitely dated, like 2014, where it's like half of the image is blurry and it like whips back and like the focus is all weird. I guess because he's like drunk.
Yeah,
he's like honing in on all these little details. Yeah.
And then he sees a little girl there.
She drops a Paddington bear.
And this dumbass girl. Okay. Here's one of the characters. This dumbass girl. She's flying alone, first time. She's seen her dad in London, and she has a Paddington bear with her that she drops.
Does every British kid have a Paddington bear?
Our producer Bash lived in Scotland for a little bit, which I know they're quite not necessarily British, but they're in the UK. So Bash, is that true? It's true, he's saying.
Wow.
But he goes, oh, what's his name? Henry. That's not his name.
He's Paddington Bear.
It's literally Paddington.
He likes marmalade.
Yeah, that's his whole thing. He's a little rain jacket on. That's not Henry.
You don't get to rename Paddington.
No, like it was like a bland teddy bear. Sure, call him Henry, but they got and they chose a Paddington bear.
But they show him like he's a nice guy.
Yeah,
because he gives the girl the bear.
Yeah,
even though he's fucking wasted. Also, I love his car.
That'd be so scary. 6'4" drunk ass Liam Neeson.
Then you drop this.
What's his name?
I feel like our voice of him is like 2 degrees away from "Get off my plane."
Yeah. He's in a similar like range to Harrison Ford.
And you could also throw like an Air Force One vibe in this.
Sure.
Where Air Force One is pre 9/11, nonstop is post 9/11.
Post 9/11. It's very post 9/11.
Post Iraq War. This movie's pretty loaded, actually.
It actually is really loaded. It's a lot more political than I thought it was.
I remember watching it in the theater and kind of being a little scared. I don't know how you feel about it, but like for me, like flying in airports, especially going to Newark Airport, which is where they flew out of.
I've never been to Newark, so I didn't.
Really?
I've only ever flown out of Philly.
That's like something I knew as a kid, and I was like, Jesus,
That's
spooky.
where I fly.
Like, I'd go out of there. So seeing this movie, it's like, it does kind of bring some of that stuff up. And what I kind of like about it is the passengers are also aware of that. Like, they're all extremely xenophobic to the Muslim guy in the plane. They're like,
who's a doctor, by the way?
Who's a doctor? And they're like, you're just going to let him. What is like, I think he's going around like searching for the guy who's threatening to kill people every 20 minutes. And the Muslim guy has a bag, and Liam Neeson like looks through it, and one of the white guys is like, what? There was nothing in there? It's like, no, there wasn't. But yeah, he's the doctor. He ends up helping everybody out.
Yes. And then there's a
and then there's the NYPD cop, as we said.
Yeah.
Who's also kind of in that same vein of like, oh, how can we trust that
We're
guy?
flying coach. What's his air marshal doing? And then there is Scoot McNairy. Like a guy traveling to Amsterdam supposedly, but he's on a flight to London. What? Someone's not making sense. And then there is a hacker guy. He's in business class. Also,
yeah, who's like in his way or something at the
he just
security check.
He's just kind of like a rude guy. He's a hacker.
He's like, I'm sorry, was I in your way? And Liam Neeson just like ices him out. Doesn't even talk to him.
Yeah. And then he also turns out to be another
bad guy. It's kind of like the end of Scream.
Turns out there's 2.
The 2 guys are in cahoots together.
And he's an Iraq war vet who wants money. And Scoot, his dad died in 9/11. So,
wait, what?
Yeah, right? Did he say that? Did he say his dad died in 9/11?
No, he did. I'm reading this now on the wiki. I must have blacked that out.
Yeah, so Scoot's his motive is he wants to make airports safer, right? Isn't that what he says? He wants to be safer, so like something like what happened to his dad like couldn't happen again.
It was pretty fascinating, I will say, at the end of the film, how this unravels.
But because they're gonna jump from the plane and escape with like the money.
Yeah, their big plan is, I guess they looked into Bill Maher, and they decide that they're gonna put the money. They're going to take the $150 million that they get. They're going to put it into a trust in Liam Neeson's name. Very convoluted as I'm explaining this. So then they're on the plane. The plan is to crash the plane with Bill Marks on the plane, killing him. At which point they will parachute off the plane before the plane crashes, and all the money
and they're tarnishing his name too.
Yeah, and they're ruining his reputation and making him seem like the guy who hijacks the plane and crashes it and blows it up. There's also a bomb on the plane. So their plan is to jump off the plane. Once Liam Neeson dies, all that money will be splintered into 100 different accounts in 7 different countries, and they'll be able to retrieve that money more secretively.
Which is like so convoluted. And there's a point where Liam Neeson's like, well, what about this then? And they're like, don't worry, man. Like, don't worry, man. Like, you're
We're
not going to find an
1,000
answer.
steps ahead of you.
That's steps ahead of you. But then he exposes the one step they didn't think of. The one step they didn't really consider. Who's going to live?
Yeah.
So the one guy's like, oh, I mean, we're going to jump on the plane. And he's like, no, like, I'm going down with this plane. We both knew that already.
Yeah, they like. It seems like they never talked about it. Where like,
are we going to die on this plane?
the rude guy's like, they're both vets, right?
I don't remember if Scoot was, but definitely the other guy
I think
was.
they were. They're both like, because I think Scoot is like, I came back to this country and they didn't want anything to do with me, and he's like really upset. But he's like, they're like they're ready to parachute out of there, and Scoot's like, we both knew we weren't gonna live. And the guy's like, looks crazy. He's like, wait, what? Like, I thought we were. But it's kind of cool at the end because there's this whole thing where slowly Bill Marks kind of gets into some trouble outside the plane where people are like, the press and TSA and everyone is starting to think that he is, like, the narrative is that he's hijacking the plane.
Yeah. He's a drunk with a gun.
He's a drunk with a gun with a tragic past. As we said, like, his daughter passes away. His wife leaves him.
Yeah.
He becomes an air marshal after basically being fired from the NYPD. And by the end, the pilot is one of the people who dies.
Yeah, it's him. It's the other air marshal, who's the only one like Liam Neeson kills except for Scoot.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's a random passenger. Is that all who dies?
I think I saw online that the body count was 5. So yeah, it would be the 3 people on the plane and then the 2 terrorists.
He gets a nasty headshot on Scoot.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
The plane's landing.
That might have been one of the coolest parts.
Yeah.
Where the plane is descending rapidly to 8,000 feet because basically these 2 jet fighters, what the fuck were they called?
Yeah.
Are like prepared to shoot down the plane.
Because they don't want another version of 9/11.
Yeah, they don't want this to become a larger terrorist attack. And the pilot's like, well, we got to... And they're in contact with the pilot, and they're like, do not change your altitude. Do not. We will shoot you down. And he's like, the plan is once they get down to 8,000 feet, the bomb will blow up. And at that point, the air will be less pressurized or something. So it won't be as horrible. Whereas if they were at like 25,000 feet, it would just destroy everything.
Yeah, tear everything up.
So the plane rapidly dips down, and then everything becomes like zero gravity on the ship. And Liam Neeson's like flying back with his gun, and he just pops one off
right into Scoot's like temple.
He's done.
But also, like, right before the bomb goes off, this is like his moment where like he convinces everybody that he's a good guy, and he has to do like the rousing speech.
I was a little tickled by this stuff, man.
I was a little tickled too, but I was like, I don't know. Like, it's like,
well, first there's this whole thing on the news where they're like, he's the bad guy, he's a drunk. They dig up all his demons.
Yeah, it like, but this movie's like so like overridden.
Yeah,
like in kind of like an annoying way sometimes. Like where it's almost like the opposite of Die Hard, where Dad's like, I'm going through divorce.
Script is airtight.
I'm going through divorce. I'm at a Christmas party. This is like he used to do a rousing speech like, everything you heard them say about me is true. It's true. I'm an alcoholic. my kid's dead. My wife left me.
He's like, I'm not a good father. I'm not a good man. And they're all like nodding, like they're like, hell yeah.
He's American.
And they just they're all cool with it at that point.
Yeah. He's like, but there's a bomb on this plane. I gotta stop it. And Corey Stoll is like, oh,
and they're like bros at that point.
Yeah, they're bros now.
And then everyone kind of makes amends because then
also they try to attack him first.
Oh, it's so
trying to
funny.
get the jump on him.
What is he in the bathroom, right? And then he
Yeah,
comes
walks
out of
to
the
the
bathroom, and it's like weirdly quiet. He's like, huh?
It's like 9 guys jump on him, and he knocks down every single one. He grabs one guy by the face and just runs him into the plane wall.
The action is like, it's fun to watch. It's not John Wick. It's not quite as choreographed.
Because he's kind of like huge and clumsy.
Yeah.
So like him, I was like him during the airport, him in the bathroom fight with him and Jim Caviezel. I was thinking about 6'4", Liam Neeson, 200+ pounds, in a little bathroom fighting with also huge Jim Caviezel.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's interesting. Have you seen the episode of Atlanta that has Liam Neeson in it?
No.
Because he got kind of soft canceled for a little bit. Do you remember this?
No.
He like admitted when he was younger that he was a racist.
Whoa.
Because his friend, he said, had been assaulted like by a black man. So then he went to the streets of London or Northern Ireland, wherever he was at the time, and he was like gonna go out like and kill a black guy.
What?
And this is like literally his own quote. And he was having the premiere of that Ice movie he did with him and Laura Dern, where he's like, it's a similar setup, but
Cold
like he's
Pursuit or
Cold
something?
Pursuit, yeah. And the premiere got canceled and everything like that, and then he was like soft canceled for a couple of years.
Whoa.
And then he was on an episode of Atlanta.
The Ice Road.
Yeah, the Ice Road. And he was on an episode of Atlanta, and Donald Glover like wrote the scene for him. And it's like about, he's like, oh no, I'm fine because people don't really care. He's like, yeah, like, I said this thing and I'm fine. Like, yeah, but like but really it's a really like funny and like also like an apologetic scene. Like he wasn't sure if he should do it or not, so like asked his kids about Atlanta and they were like, yeah, like it's a really funny show.
Yeah.
And this is like how you come back from that. And he was like, okay, and he did it and like really liked it.
Whoa. I mean, he definitely works a lot, and he's been in a lot of good stuff.
Yeah, he's.
Oh wait, I'm confused now. I'm seeing Cold Pursuit and The Ice Road as 2 separate films.
I guess he loves ice as much as this director loves airports.
Loves airports.
I mean, he's also big for us. We can talk about this, but he's big for us because he's Qui-Gon Jinn.
Of course.
Yeah.
Who is one of the best parts of the prequels.
Yeah, I mean, he kind of outacts most people in that first movie.
Yeah. And he's just so chill, and you love him. And when he dies,
Heartbreaking.
it is.
I mean, there are actually a couple people from Star Wars in this too, because Lupita was Maz Kanata.
Oh my god, dude! Blast from the past.
Her career is so fascinating.
We should have her on the show.
Her?
Maz Kanata.
Maz Kanata. I would love to have Maz Kanata on. I'd love to have her and Unkar Plot. Do you remember him?
Is that the quarter portions?
Quarter portions, yeah. And I would love to have not the BB-8, but I'd love to have like the stuttering droid, who is voiced by the J.J. Abrams in 9.
Oh my god!
And I would love to have those nuns from Episode 8.
I don't even know what those are. I saw that movie once and was so upset.
I don't want to talk about Star Wars Episode 8 anymore. I like that movie, and I don't want to get into it.
But he's also Ra's al Ghul.
Oh yeah, true.
Which is great. He's good in Dark Knight Rises when he comes back.
Yeah,
as like a figure.
Yeah,
when Bruce is in the whatever that is, the hole.
I almost said the Isla Nublar, but that's Alan Jurassic Park.
Yeah,
there's a name for the hole, but I can't think of what it's called. The Isla Nublar.
Isla Nublar. I was born in Isla Nublar.
I was born in Isla Nublar, raised by the raptors. John Hammond didn't let me come outside till the pack closed down. I love Bane.
Bane.
I love. Sorry, we're talking about Dark Knight. I love that Christopher Nolan chose that as the voice. What an insane choice for him to make Bane sound like that. On the stupid pursuit of my Batman films are very like real and very gritty and they're grounded in reality. Yeah, like of course he would sound like that, but he doesn't have to, man.
He's got to sound like this.
I
mean,
such a funny choice.
It's also awesome, though.
Oh, it's so awesome.
Especially because it's Hardy.
Yeah. So it's production facts and slate time, Sam?
Yeah. So I got a few facts here. The set for the plane was built slightly larger than a standard commercial airliner to accommodate Neeson's, as you said, 6'4" height. So they literally had to make a bigger plane because it would have looked strange if he was like leaning over the whole time.
I was thinking about that, and I did have it in my notes, but I kind of forgot to go back to it. I would love to film in one of these sets.
Well, over 90% of the movie was shot in a 2-week period.
Really?
On this plane.
Wow.
Yeah.
I guess it's almost like theater a little bit.
Yeah. And there were 200 extras who were cast and stayed throughout filming, which also makes sense.
Wow.
That would have been fun.
Yeah.
To just be an extra for 2 weeks.
And you just sit down all day?
Yeah. And watch Liam Neeson scream. Punch guys. The movie, like I said, the movie's exactly 100 minutes long, not counting the closing credits, and exactly 5 people die on the plane. This agrees with the terrorist promise to kill 1 person every 20 minutes. Apparently Julianne Moore is a big fan of Downton Abbey and like fangirled out when she got to work with Dockery. Michelle
That's
Dockery.
really sweet. I like hearing stuff like that, like especially about the older generations of actors being like, oh, like I'm really a fan of this X person, like it's up and coming. Like, there was a sweet thing to hear about that. It probably means so much.
Yeah, I mean, Julianne Moore is probably one of my favorite actors.
Safe, incredible. Boogie Nights, incredible. Magnolia, incredible.
All the Todd Haynes stuff. Neeson was paid $20 million.
Jesus.
The biggest salary of his career, which I feel like that's why this is kind of the peak of his second act.
Yeah, absolutely.
As being like Liam Neeson.
I'm surprised he didn't get like more for like the third Taken movie. Unless he was
later paid the same amount for Taken 3.
Congratulations.
And as always, we have our sweaty Marvel trivia fact.
Nerd roundup, sweaty Marvel roundup, whatever you want to say.
4 actors from this film went on to the MCU. Can you name them?
Yeah. Let me think. Some
of them are deep cuts here.
Corey Stoll as Yellow Jacket / MODOK.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
He's MODOK?
He becomes MODOK in Ant-Man 3, the one we talked about earlier.
Oh, yeah. We were having breakfast at the diner, and we heard...
we separately talked about Ant-Man 3 Quantumania.
And we heard...
yeah, from obviously Goodbye Yellow Brick Road, but they used that in the Ant-Man 3 trailer, and in such a stupid and funny way that it's now like burned into our heads. We saw so many movies at that time that would just play over and over again.
We're literally diseased. We're like, we're like Bucky, because we were in the booth and we were having a conversation, as friends do socially, and then we heard the song and we both kind of cocked our heads to the side and stopped talking, and we were like, It's a disease, folks. Get your MCU vaccination today. So yeah, Corey Stoll in Ant-Man.
1. Is Shea Wiggum in the MCU?
You just mentioned the other one. Well, Shea is also in this. Do you know what Shea was? It's kind of obscure.
In the MCU? Is he like an Iron Man or something?
He played SSR Chief Dooley in season 1 of
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.?
Agent Carter.
Agent Carter. Oh, yeah. So Shea, Corey Stoll is Corey. Oh, I do think Corey Hawkins is actually, because I've looked on Corey Hawkins' IMDb page. I think it's Iron Man 3, right?
That's not listed here, but it's possible.
Oh. Then I don't know who I'm thinking of then.
You mentioned her, Lupita Nyong'o.
Oh, yeah.
Black Panther.
Obviously.
And apparently, Anson Mount? Air Marshal Jack Hammond?
Oh, that was Anson Mount?
I don't think you were saying who.
Jim Caviezel.
Yeah, I don't think that's who it was.
Oh, I completely got it wrong then. Jim Caviezel and him look similar though.
Who's Anson Mount?
Anson Mount played the Black Bull in the Inhumans and Doctor Strange, and he's Captain Pike on Star Trek: The Brave New Worlds.
Okay, Brave New Worlds. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
How can they call it that?
Or sorry, Star Trek: Strange New Worlds.
Oh. Did we talk about that Gyllenhaal clip for Strange World?
I think we have talked about it before. Yeah, World Star Strange.
Sure is a strange world.
Sam, what's on the slate for this week?
Yeah, so honestly, last few episodes I've been kind of uninspired.
Sure.
With my slates. I feel like the earlier episodes I was like, oh, like this is like The Wall. This is like, all these great movies. But I was kind of interested in the Joel Silver of it all.
Sure.
So I have my Joel Silver Hall of Fame, which you could pair with this movie, even though this is kind of like a later era. As I mentioned, he's the inspiration for the Tom Cruise character in Tropic Thunder. He's a Jersey boy. I found out this little bit of trivia. So he attended Columbia High School in Maplewood. During his time there, him and these other guys created the rules for what he called Ultimate Frisbee.
What?
He was later inducted into the USA Ultimate Hall of Fame as a result of this. He invented Ultimate Frisbee.
That's like how Todd Field was the co-inventor of Big League Chew.
Is that fucking true?
Yeah.
Whoa.
And was friends with Kurt Russell when he was like a boy.
I want to go get it.
And his father-in-law
was he a kid actor? Todd Fields?
I think so. He was on a baseball team with Kurt Russell that his dad, or that Kurt Russell and his dad were friends, maybe, or something like that. Something strange like that. And then his father-in-law wrote The Cuckoo's Nest.
How bizarre.
Yeah.
Huh.
I always love those kind of weird little things in entertainment like that.
Weird little things. So as I mentioned, this is like a Die Hard on a plane. My first slate pick is Die Hard.
Great pick.
The one that you could argue one of the most influential Hollywood films of all time, especially for that genre.
Absolutely. It's still talked about. It's still talked about like it is like the greatest movie of all time.
And it holds up. And then about 10 years later, he does a little film called The Matrix.
So is your slate just action movies that are produced by Joel Silver?
Yeah.
Okay.
Joel Silver Hall of Fame.
Joel Silver Hall of Fame.
Which is also one of the most influential movies of all time.
True.
This guy is producing heavy hitters.
True.
And then kind of a late era favorite of ours, The Nice Guys.
Yeah.
So be thankful that we had Joe Silver.
Now, Sam, I do believe that I have a bit of a surprise for you today.
Yeah?
I landed something big for us.
What'd you do?
I landed an interview with the star of Nonstop, Liam Neeson.
Really?
Yeah. And
I don't know why you didn't bring this up sooner.
well, because I wanted to surprise you. I didn't want to overshadow our honest thoughts on the episode.
Sure.
I wanted to keep us honest journalists because
That's
we
what
are journalists. Yeah, we are journalists at this point. But I think there's a bit of a snafu here. I think there might be a slight issue with the fact that I think Liam's mad at us or something.
Oh, mad? Why would he be mad at us?
I think he heard a cut segment we did because his producer, he asked for the raw files of each episode before he came on.
Sure.
And we do allude to the fact that there are several photos of Mr. Neeson with the piss in his pants.
Whoa.
In public.
That's right. We did talk about that.
So I think he got his feelings hurt and he decided to cancel on us, but his PR person's here instead. Okay. So please welcome to the show, Wesley Urine. He wants me to say that there's no relation to urine in general.
Urine. Okay.
It's just his family name. Hi, everyone.
Hi, Wesley.
Hey, Wesley.
Thank you for coming today.
Thanks for having me. I know you scheduled an interview with Mr. Neeson this week to promote his new movie, The Naked Gun, to see it in theaters August 1st. But
We would love that.
and you're discussing his film Nonstop, which he's very proud of. But I pulled that. Okay.
Why, Mr. Yaron?
Because you here at Shelf Warmers are pieces of shit.
What?
Piece of shit, Frank Drebin. Sorry, PR brain. Frankly, I meant. In episode 1 of Shelf Warmers, in the segment you deleted, which don't get me wrong, I appreciate that.
Yeah.
My client appreciates that.
Sure.
You still discuss the doctored photos on the internet of my client apparently with piss in his slacks. That's not good for us.
No.
So we screened the first 2 episodes for Liam. He liked them.
Oh, great.
But he was still feeling a little anxious about you guys, so he made me check the Rawls. He checked the masters. Lowball, you two immature brats talk pissgate. Okay? Liam was ready to turn the other cheek, but I am out to set the record straight and protect my client. The record shows that your 2 actions have consequences.
Really? I mean, Jesus.
So what? So you think my client pissed his pants?
I don't know. I just think maybe this is a bit of an overreaction considering we cut the bit.
You
Don't you
entertained it. You entertained the fabrication. That's like you going out entertaining that JFK's head just fucking exploded.
Wait, what?
Saying his head just exploded, like it just did that.
What do you think happened?
Well, I know he was shot in the head. I'm saying his head just exploded on its own. That's what I'm saying. So what, you think it's funny? Okay, let's entertain this for a second.
Please.
That Mr. Neeson, he did pee his pants as a grown adult. You think that's funny? You think you should mock for it?
I think
you think you should mock him for that?
Me and Andrew think it's a little humorous, yes.
It is a little funny.
Oh, yeah.
I'm still here.
Oh, hey, Andrew.
I'm still here. I'm just quiet because I'm embarrassed. So what? So you two both think it's funny to mock an adult who can't control his bladder? Even if that was the case.
Okay.
Even if that was. It's not funny. You know what? My client is a celebrity. He's gone to millions of restaurants, millions of photo shoots. There are 5 pictures of him of what appears to be liquid on his slacks, and he's dubbed a bedwetter?
Well, conveniently, these puddles in his pants are right around his private parts.
Yeah. You never stood up at a restaurant really quick and knocked a whole glass of water and knocked a whole large Sprite onto your pants? Have you never done that before?
Is that what happened to Mr. Neeson?
Yeah, he knocks water. He knocks Sprite. He's not really a Coke guy. I guess Sprite doesn't have the caffeine doesn't do caffeine, but he's knocked Sprite.
Well, Coke
he's knocked
doesn't
water.
look like piss when it's on your pants.
That's what I'm saying.
Exactly.
We're agreeing the same thing. Sprite, water.
I'm implying that I think you are
Like
making it seem like it's Sprite or Mountain Dew or whatever might explain the piss puddles on his pants.
He has spilled a whole gallon of Mountain Dew on himself before, but that was not even in public. I just saw it with my own eyes. Okay, I have an eyewitness here who can back me up and clarify. Okay.
Hello. Hi. This is John Ferbano speaking, and I just need to get something off of my chest and put it onto the record.
See?
Wow.
I want to go on the record here and state that in front of you all and this recorder that, with my hand on my heart, and my hand is on my heart, my left hand
Hands
is
up,
up,
I
I
see
got
it.
it up. You can't see it here, but that's okay. It's up
I can
there.
see it. Don't worry. That was there when he recorded it.
That. And if I was the kind of person who swore on things like this, I would swear, but I don't do that kind of thing.
He's a good guy.
That I was on the street that fateful day, and Liam Neeson did not, in fact, I'll say it again, did not,
Whoa.
in fact, urinate in his trousers. What he did do, however, is help a pregnant woman cross the street.
Yeah.
Now, that's the kind of guy we're talking about here.
Wow.
Not some public urinator.
Wow.
He's a goddamn Samaritan.
Sounds like it.
So
Qui-Gon
much
Jinn.
that I know that if someone was in need, he would take off his pants and give them away in a heartbeat. And that's
He
the
keeps
kind
shorts
of man
under
we're
them.
talking about.
For a different reason.
That's the Liam Neeson I know. He's a good man. A good man.
Wow.
I did not mean to reveal that he keeps shorts under his slacks or trousers, but that's just for a different reason, because he's always ready to play he's always ready to play a
Ultimate
pickup game of
Frisbee?
basketball, yeah.
Maybe
Ultimate Frisbee. He's a little too big for that.
Yeah.
But he can dunk. My client can dunk. He can dunk.
Wow.
Your fucking producer's shaking his head at me. My client can dunk. Okay? So
I just don't think Bash appreciates you coming in here like this and being a little bit rude to me and Andrew.
You guys started being rude. I'm just teaching your lazy ass generation. I'm 75 years old, by the way.
Yeah, you look.
I'm older than Liam Neeson. Yeah, well, you look like you're about fucking 15, buddy. I'll still smack your shit out.
I think it's time for you to go.
Yeah, okay. Well, it's a carpeted floor, so you didn't hear me walk in, but you'll hear me stomp really hard out, okay?
Okay. Jeez.
You woke the dog up, asshole.
Way to go, fucker.
And guess what? We still like Schindler's List.
Love that movie.
Great movie. God, what a fucking asshole.
I hate that guy. Didn't even... I thought maybe he might have a message from Liam.
No, it didn't work. I still think he pissed his pants. In fact, I think about it even more now.
Yeah, it's like... Jeez.
I'm still gonna see a Naked Gun.
Yeah, me too. But, before the movie starts, it is going to kind of be on my mind. Like, fuck that PR guy.
Yeah. He's probably a producer on it.
God damn.
Maybe Shelfwarmers fans, I think we should boycott seeing the release of the Naked Gun movie, because I don't.
If you're
really,
paying for it, if you have stubs, I don't really know how that
whatever,
breaks down. But
I don't really know who gets the money. But if not, then I don't. I don't really think you should see the movie.
No.
He just harassed us.
That was horrible.
Yeah. Well, Liam, we're still fans of you, but your PR guy, he's got to die.
Yeah, he should die soon.
Yeah. He's old as hell. He admitted it himself. Yeah. Okay. Well, what a bummer way to end the episode.
Yeah, kind of a downer, but I guess we should tell everyone our rating or how we feel about the movie.
Yeah, absolutely. I would say, Sam, would you, you're packing for a big trip. You're going to London. It's your first time overseas.
Yeah.
Would you throw this in your carry-on along with, let's say, your handgun and your badge?
And your copy of Carry On?
Carry On.
The 2024.
Well, you don't have physical release of, man, because it's on Netflix.
Unless it gets like in the Criterion Collection,
Yeah,
like The Irishman.
Which it could. Or would you rather put the luggage way in the back of the plane
and let it blow.
And let it blow up as you quickly fall to 8,000 feet?
You know what? I'd throw it in because it would probably be best served as a plane movie.
Absolutely.
One of the few movies that can say that.
But they probably would edit it down a lot.
Yeah. Some dark... It would be a little bit too close.
It'd probably be a 10-minute long movie. Like, it'd probably be him in his car, and then he grabs the bear, and then...
They land.
Yeah, and then he hugs the girl, and it ends.
What about you?
Well, I've seen this before. So, as we said, like you and I saw in theaters, so there was a bit of a soft spot there, I guess, of just like thinking back to a movie that I really did not care about. But I was like, yeah, like that was 11 years ago. I was thinking about the time I was at. But I don't think it ever reaches the heights of something like Die Hard or Lethal Weapon. I feel like the 80s action movies were able to overwrite in a way, like when you watch I watched the first Lethal Weapon on a plane the other day, and you care about and it's great, and you care about their families and the fact that like one's suicidal, and it's like you have to buy into that.
Oh yeah, I forgot that part of it.
Yeah, and it's like, but also it's still insane. And there's like a scene like Mel Gibson is shirtless and he throws a guy at his friend and then breaks their necks. He's like shirtless and like he's this huge mullet, and I'm like, it's just like fun. And this is fun, but it's just like it's never going as far enough as you would hope it would. And I just miss that level of action movie. Like I don't need to be like so overridden and like try to be clever on itself. Like I just want like to see Liam Neeson just kill some guys.
Some flair.
So I would leave it in the back of the plane and let it explode while we descend to 8,000 feet.
Hell yeah. Thank you for listening to this very special episode of Shelf Warmers.
And we're sorry, Mr. Neeson.
We're so sorry.
And make sure to follow us on social media.
We're so sorry, Mr. Neeson.
I'm sorry, Mr. Neeson. I am for real. Never meant to make your daughter cry.
Thank you for listening to Shelf Warmers. New episodes drop every Wednesday. You can follow us on social media at shelfwarmers.podcast, where you can send us movies to take off the shelf for future episodes.